Hi there, welcome to the weekly market update, and we're gonna look at trading opportunities for the following week or the upcoming week. Please note that these videos are for educational purposes only, not to be taken in form of advice. And if you need to know more, please visit our website at www.esttrader.com. So let's go through first looking at the macro fundamentals of things with the S&P 500 on the weekly chart. Notice that it actually finished very bullish for the end of the week with an increase in volume. However, if I look at the daily time frame, there's some form of divergence happening where volume depleted by Friday and it created actually new highs at the end of the week. So from this minor correction, a new lower low, however, created a higher low. And notice there's no lower high, a minor lower high, but it created a new higher high. So what does it mean for me? Simply, I believe there's some form of opportunity coming in pretty shortly for the market to have another correction to the downside before it may continue to for its price to get to create more new highs. So at the same time, the question now is how far is this going to go? Well, if I'm going to take my fib extension, my opinion, they could possibly move all the way to 44.33. So another 20 something points through there. So I'm taking here from the last impulse and basically from that impulse from a correction. And the question now is up to where 44.33. So let me erase that since that is and from a weekly perspective, from the last impulse to the correction, then since nothing has created a new lower high from here, just touch actually the 62 percentile right there, 43.94, which closed at 44.10. So yeah, from a weekly perspective, then from a extension of the fibs, 43.94, it did hit it. From a daily time perspective, then the 44.33.97 will be the next price point right there of where it could potentially reach. Okay, so that's with the S&P volatility index. Was very bullish. Notice in terms of these upper shadows, these upper wicks, and just be aware of that. They're going to feel that. However, since it's also very bearish, easily this could also head back down to the downside. But because also new higher highs, I'm still basically bullish with the volatility index than anything. All right, with the dollar index, on the other hand, it's currently slowing down in terms of its force. I believe there's some form of correction happening here too. In other words, when we get to the majors from the euro, potential reversal as well for the euro. At the same time, talking about the daily time frame, so there's also try to push it up from higher low. Next one, there a new higher high. There's all divergence between the S&P and the dollar index at this point in time. And oil, currently here in terms of US oil, weekly time frame, beautiful hammer through there, touch certain price points, the area of demand before you head back up. Correction, still very bullish, medium to longer term. And through here, they could push it up all the way around the 7288 within this downtrend line, and then potentially head back down to create another higher low through there. So this is the same with crude oil. Potentially around the $75 a barrel, establish itself before it can continue to drop. 92 though, in terms of closing price point, it is at supply at this point in time. Gold, there's a potential reversal with gold. Since the index has a potential for it to drop, this could potentially head back up. To the upside, mind you, though, based on the weekly, he is still very bearish through there. There's that lower high. There could be more room for this to head back down to 1750, all the way down to $1,700 an ounce. So on the daily time frame, on the other hand, it's not the ideal for selling at this point. It's better if you'll come back up around 1820 or something, that price point, for shorting. So shorter term, I'm bullish. Medium term, I'm bearish. Copper is the same thing. Approaching supply. So bearish with this one, despite a higher low, there's a new higher high, but it's on the weekly. On the other hand, there's a potential that copper can continue to drop all the way down to around $4, basically an ounce. TYX, currently very bullish. So in my opinion, it can go all the way around 220, 230. Time frame, filling that gap, waiting for a proper higher low before it can continue. All right, so that's basically for the macro fundamentals. Let's go through the majors against the US dollar. For the Aussie, there's a potential reversal here, better price point of buying around 73.20, something there. You notice too, though, that there isn't here showing some form of a strength despite being oversold. Better price point if comes back around 73.20 to create a higher low, than to basically go long at this point in time. Buying is not ideal since basically pointing to the downside. Weekly, on the other hand, forming a hammer. Better if this one creates a proper higher low, then good time to simply go long. Mind you, please note that I'm not giving you any form of advice. This is just for educational purposes only. And that if you need to be more information about our education, please visit our website at www.esttrade.com. Euro dollar. So what would you say? We said that the dollar index has a potential reversal. In my opinion, same thing with the euro against the US dollar. There's a potential reversal to the upside, and weekly is at demand at this point. Daily time frame, creating didn't want to go and surpass this low here on the what date was this? 21st of July, 1751.7. Friday's low 1754, close at 1767. So I am bullish with the euro against the US dollar. Pound against the US dollar is also very bearish at this point. Notice in terms of its downtrend. Weekly, on the other hand, forming a beautiful hammer. So very similar with the Aussie. If it comes back down here to create a proper higher low on the short-term time frame, then better price point of buying is around 36.50. That's another 90 odd something pips to the downside. The pound, sorry, Kiwi against the US dollar, looking at the weekly, beautiful bunch of uncertainty, but create a new lower low. Same thing with this one, creates a nice proper higher low, then great opportunity for buying. Dollar CAD, on the other hand, grapes on doji, ended of Friday. Uncertainty, I believe there's an opportunity here too, but if price will come back to around 26.50, 27, then way better for selling. But also there is a probability that this is going to held back down to 124.50. All right, so that's with the dollar CAD, and you can see there creating new higher highs, correction, continuation. So medium term, I'm bearish before we can continue to go further to the upside. Dollar Swiss, same thing. However, there's a potential continuation of the dollar Swiss to the upside. And if I see here, short term, on the other hand, not looking good because of this correction on doji, simply means that a lot of sellers that come back in at the very end. Better to buy it back around that 140 if it chooses to. Last but not the least is the dollar against the yen, despite a lot of lower lows here. So I have a lot of selling pressure right through there. If price will head back down again, back to 109.80, another 60 pips to the downside, then even better. However, daily time frame is looking really good. Lower low, perhaps the next one will be a lower high or new higher high before a lower low, or higher high and higher low will form. So right at this point in time, I'm just going to be waiting until the right time occurs. Okay, so that is simply a short report for our weekly market update. Hope you got something out of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at estrators@gmail.com. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. If you need more, or if you want to start with videos from technical analysis to trading psychology. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care until next time. Happy trading. Bye now.